Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Also known as 12 Hours of Terror in its home territory, Police Protectors in the Philippines, Hardboiled 2 in the UK, and Hardboiled 3 in Germany, Wong Jing's wild action comedy The Last Blood has always been a firm favourite of Hong Kong film fans, and for very good reason. Filmed completely in Singapore, The Last Blood tells the tale of an assassination attempt on the Dalai Lama's life that leaves both him and a young woman called May fatally injured when the Japanese Red Army opened fire in the Singapore airport. Apart from sharing the same horoscope, the two victims also share a rare blood type, one so rare that finding the correct donor proves to be a challenge in itself. With the help of the police and anti-terrorist agent Liu Tai, they eventually find the man they need to save the Dalai Lama, but in order to do so, they must get past the ruthless Red Army and May's hot-headed boyfriend, who will do whatever he can to keep his girlfriend alive. Written and directed by the highly prolific Wong Jing, The Last Blood screams everything Hong Kong cinema is about, from wild action scenes and insane stunts, to hilarious comedy and ridiculous over-the-top scenarios. This early 90s classic offers some highly entertaining moments, many of which are down to its top cast. The delightful Andy Lau stars as the energetic boyfriend of May, a triad wannabe who goes to extreme lengths in a bid to save his girlfriend. Already an established star on the film and music scene, Andy Lau was quite possibly the hardest working actor in Hong Kong cinema around this period, often starring in one feature film a month, with an incredible 15 films made in 1989, 12 in 1990, and another 12 more alongside this one in 1991, including titles such as Tricky Brains, The Tigers, Zodiac Killers, Lee Rock 1 and 2, and the incredible Saviour of the Soul. Of course, many of these were written, produced and or directed by Wong Jing, of whom Andy had already had a strong working relationship with, and even still to this day. With over 170 film credits to his name since he began in the industry over 4 decades ago, Andy rarely fails to entertain, and roles such as this in The Last Blood prove why the fans loved his energy. Lau Takwa is joined by the wonderful Alan Tam once again, with the pair having shared the screen a number of times before in films such as Lucky Stars Go Places, Rich and Famous, The Dragon Family, The Fortune Code, Casino Raiders, and its sequel No Risk, No Gain. In The Last Blood, Tam plays one of his rare full action roles as the anti-terrorist agent Liu Tai, and does a great job in making it look like he was a regular actor of the heroic bloodshed genre. They are joined by the incredible Leung Kar Yan, a legend of Kung Fu cinema who began his time in the industry at the infamous Shaw Brothers Studios. By the time he had starred in The Last Blood, Leung had already appeared in almost 70 films, going on to make close to 100 more since then, and is still going strong today. The lovely May Lo, wife of Canto pop singer and popular actor Jackie Chung, stars as Andy's girlfriend and had previously shared the screen alongside him in films such as City Kids 1989, Return Engagement and No Risk No Gain, going on to star with him in Wong Jing's Dances with Dragon as well as The Banquet respectively. Handsome Taiwanese actor Jackson Lo makes his feature film debut as one of the main villains of the piece alongside the intimidating Chin Ho, with Lo going on to star in films like Red Shield, Guns of Dragon, Fist of Legend, China Strike Force, Zombie 108, as well as Jackie Chan's First Strike and Vanguard. But while Alan Tam, Leung Kar Yan and Andy Lau handle the tough guy roles, the illustrious Eric Chang is cast as the comic relief of the story, playing the wacky con man who is the only surviving person about that carries the rare blood type needed to save the victims. Much like Leung Kar Yan, Chang started his film career at Shaw Brothers and has went on to become one of Hong Kong's most recognisable faces, with almost 300 film credits behind him as an actor and 25 as a director, including The Challenger, Aces Go Places, Armour of God, Fatal Vacation and Ghost Hunting, as well as having over 40 credits as producer, one of which would be The Last Blood, which would fall under the Movie Impact Limited banner. Launched in the late 80s by Wallace Chung, Eric Tsang and Alan Tam, Movie Impact Limited, later known as Impact Films Investment Limited, were the production company behind many great Hong Kong classics with films such as Magic Crystal, Lam Ching Ying's Magic Cop, City Cops, Outlaw Brothers, Days of Being Dumb, No Risk No Gain, The Fortune Code, A Moment of Romance, and many, many more, eventually closing their doors less than a decade later. The wild action sequences of The Last Blood are handled by the late Blackie Ko Shu Lang, a popular film journeyman who has also directed Andy Lau's action scenes in films such as Runaway Blues, City Kids 1989, Dragon in Jail, and Come Fly the Dragon. In The Last Blood, Ko delivers a host of crazed action scenes from bloody, high-frenzied gunfights to huge explosions and plenty of painful-looking stunts that show why Hong Kong cinema was a force to be reckoned with. Proving to be a successful director in his own right, Ko Shu Lang delivered titles such as Curry and Pepper, Days of Being Dumb, Hero from Beyond the Boundary of Time, and Ches and Ham Story, with Richie Wren's Life Express being his final project before he unfortunately passed due to a heart attack at the age of 50. The Last Blood is, well, perhaps just one of Wong Jing's more satisfying works as an action comedy, refusing to veer into the mo lai to nonsensical style of humour that he is so well known for doing. Instead, Wong provides enough great laughs that naturally blend in with some strong drama, and, of course, plenty of insane and heavy action that helps make The Last Blood a genuine classic of Hong Kong action cinema.